Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right. Top down analysis, Bitcoin. It's 7:23 on the 29th of September. Markets on the up this morning. What do we see? What are we going to do? What do we see here? Here we are on the weekly. Starting to kind of see that we're kind of in this range for the last few weeks. You can kind of see this here. Kind of in this range. Okay, you can even pull it down to here. So we're in range. Just call it the candles for now. Or we're in this range. So I expect this week to range a little bit more before we pick a direction. It's kind of what I see. There's liquidity down here on the downside, so it's kind of like a magnet sitting down there. Okay, we talk about it every time. We may range push up. We may range fall back and fall down. At the moment, looks like we're in this range as low as the 108.5s, and we've been pulling up, tagging into the 115s, 116s, and as high as 118 a couple weeks ago. But this is kind of the range we're starting to stay in. I think we're going to be in this range until the end of September. Okay, we're falling in. There's a potential shutdown for the U.S. government being spoken about for the first. If that happens, I think that pulls us back, or maybe the uncertainty pushes us forward. If they start using Bitcoin as a hedge, we have seen it a little bit, but usually that's your gold. But we have seen it a little bit on Bitcoin, so we'll see. We'll see what happens on the first. There could be some volatility coming in the market this week. We may see some sharp pulls. Altcoins may pull back as well pretty hard if we get this, especially if we see Bitcoin drop this 108 line, 108, 109. Yeah, it's going to be, things will fall pretty quickly, especially if we start getting into this area. Then I'm saying this is our target. But let's see what happens. It's 2-3 days out. Looks like we're about to start a range. Let's dive into the daily. Dive into the daily. There's that range for the last few weeks. Kind of pretty obvious looking at that. It's filling up this gap right here. Probably going to see a gap up to that 113. So just thinking about doing a trade when I hit down here. But here we go. It's definitely ranging. Liquidity on the upside. Not much on the low term. It didn't sweep these lows, but that's probably pretty good. We filled a little bit of this liquidity here. Not much. Now we're taking it. We got this order block sitting up here. Probably take that, and then probably pull back, fill this, and then probably take these highs. As long as we got some momentum, we'll probably take this, pull back, and potentially aim for these highs over the next few days. If Monday happens and it's no bueno, then we probably take these lows. Drop down to the 4. It's been trading sideways overnight, more or less. Last weekend was slow. Slow weekend for sure. Nothing was happening. Then we had the open in the afternoon. Yeah, so the market, this was the 4x open. That's a pretty strong open from the weekend chop. And then he had a nice move. But it could be a move. Take this breaker block, take a little bit of this liquidity, potentially return it back. I think we might fall back 50% of this fair value gap, continue, start taking out these highs, and potentially these highs right here, take out these highs, so hit the top of this order block. See where we go. Then maybe Monday. See. Okay, so Bitcoin's kind of looking like it's doing this thing. Slow, 7:30 in the morning. I like the gap up. Solid sideways on the weekend. Yeah, nothing. I like that. On the 1 hour, it's pretty good. Strong. I think their market's just waiting to open. See what New York chooses. This was yesterday. We were probably, New York will probably pull back, close some of these gaps, pull back before it goes up. So we'll see. Real quick look at Solana. Solana tapped into this order block, fair value gap, I'm saying. Literally tapped it and boom. This was a good long. Boom. And then look, basically came right in here. I think this is a 4 hour. You could have sold, you could have front run this whole sell halfway. Great trade. Yeah, it was it's a strong buy. Yeah, it's a nice trade. That was over the weekend. So everything kind of, this will probably New York retrace, fill some of these gaps before pushing back up. I don't know. I haven't marked this in the 4 hour. A minute past that. I mean, you got fair value gap a little higher. It's pretty high. I don't think we're gonna see that. We got our little small order block like right here. So we'll see. Solana left this behind. You know, if we get that news, we may slide back right back down in there. Probably. Pretty simply. We left some gaps behind, so we should pull this back. Ethereum. It's been on a little uptrend. It's kind of maintained that channel I drew. Drew that before the weekend. Ethereum on the daily. So it broke this range. Ethereum was like ranging pretty nice. And then it kind of went bullish when it broke, especially on the daily. I mean, bearish. When it broke these lows. When it broke that low, started to look kind of bad. Started to look kind of bad. Yeah. Started to look kind of shitty. Yeah, and it was in a range. And it broke the range. So now we're in a whole new channel that we haven't really spent any time in. We did close up some liquidity, which is healthy. We rejected off of the top of this liquidity order block. We left behind an order block. This is the daily, so it's pretty good. Left behind some liquidity here. So that's the breaker structure. So if we get back up above this and then we test this low as support, we could get the momentum back up. I would like to see that for Ethereum. Yeah, a lot. I would love to see that for Ethereum, and then eventually take this high. You know, I'd love to see that. So we'll say Ethereum looking a little bearish at the moment. I would like to see us retake that low. Solana on the daily. Doesn't look terrible. like to kind of see it reclaim, at least to kind of just keep us in that momentum. Not far off. So these trend lines I draw, we're going to be getting off here soon. These trend lines I draw, just so you know the direction. Gotta have an idea where you're going. Sorry, that's Sol, Ethereum, yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's in range. So, and then Aster is this new perspective that I'm kind of looking at. Definitely trading it, looking to get in here. So early to tell. It's on the 1 hour. But if you don't know about it, check it out. Check it out. I retraced pretty to this fair value gap at breaker block here. Created a new one. Came back into it. Came back into it. Not too much liquidity left behind. So I would hope to see this thing kind of push up. Right now is fucking stellar. I got it in around $2. I got in on the middle of this break this order block. I got in. Price came off it. I got in here on this retracement. Back into it. I saw it was up here. I set an order for here. Came back into it. It came down again. I was down quite a bit. But anyway, for the next one, check out Aster. See what happens with Bitcoin today. We want Ethereum to come stay in this range and push off. We want Sol to reclaim. We're trying to get it back up in here. And that's it. And let's see if Aster to $50. Guys, the